Additionally, the most commonly used dissemination controls that Microsoft federal employees will encounter include federal employees and contractors only, FedCon, no foreign, and distribution list only, DL only. For more details, you can go to the CUI markings page or to the CUI registry, Limited Dissemination Controls page on archives.gov. Any artifact that contains CUI is required to have a designation indicator. It displays the agency that originated the document. It must appear in the first page or cover, as well as at the bottom right of all artifacts containing CUI. Adding a designation indicator can be done in a couple of ways. Through the use of a letterhead, a signature block with the agency name, or the use of a controlled by line. For further details on implementation, see the Controlled Unclassified Information CUI data handling page on Microsoft FedTech Web.
Hello. Hello.
Follow the steps that Controlled Unclassified Information takes from access through incident reporting in the CUI lifecycle. The CUI lifecycle illustrates the path that CUI goes through. With each step, there are requirements that must be met. Select each stage in the lifecycle, starting with Access, to learn more. Access. Individuals can obtain CUI based on having a lawful government purpose. The individuals receiving access must be performing activities that are within scope and necessary for the performance or processing of a USG contract. If access promotes a common project or operation between agencies or under a contract or agreement with the designating agency, then share. If access harms or inhibits a common project or operation, then do not share. Safeguard. All CUI, electronic or physical, must be protected through preventative measures and controls in a way that minimizes risk of unauthorized access. Electronic measures include password protection and privacy screens. Electronic CUI can be stored in FedNet storage or file shares that have been CUI approved. Physical measures for protecting CUI include locked cabinets or other barriers. For CUI physical data in transport, it must be tracked and void of CUI markings on the outside of its package. Be aware of your surroundings. Do not read, discuss, or leave CUI unattended. For more information, refer to the Microsoft Federal CUI Data Classification Baseline. Decontrol. When releasing CUI from controls and restrictions, the USG will be responsible for decontrolling CUI. Once the data is decontrolled and safeguarding is no longer required, Microsoft personnel will be notified by their appropriate USG contacts. Destruct. CUI must be destroyed in manner that makes the information unreadable, indecipherable, and irrecoverable for both physical and electronic CUI. To destroy electronic CUI, delete the file and then delete from the trash can. For physical CUI, all items must be shredded cross-cut to a minimum of 1 mm by 5 mm. You should not be able to make out any information. CUI should only be disposed in equipment or bins that have been approved for Microsoft Federal. Incident reporting. In the case there has been misuse, mishandling, unauthorized access or release, incorrect markings, or improper storage of CUI, it must be reported immediately. Report all CUI-related incidents to Report It Now at MicrosoftFederal.com. Remember, when in doubt, report it. When it comes to handling and creating CUI, please keep in mind that you are accountable for managing this content during all phases of the CUI lifecycle. Next, we'll look at resources for identifying, handling, or reporting concerns. Employees can reach out to the Corporate External and Legal Affairs, Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification Team, and the Federal Governance Risk and Compliance Team. The Corporate External and Legal Affairs, Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification Team triages CILA-related requests specific to CMMC controls. The Federal Governance Risk and Compliance Team triages federal compliance-related requests specific to application of federal compliance in the Microsoft Federal tenants. These teams are responsible for monitoring and managing the implementation of the CUI program at Microsoft. See Fed Tech Web for further information. External entities with oversight responsibilities can vary depending on the contract requirements. These entities can specify unique handling requirements as needed. However, your main point of contact for CUI-related concerns will be Microsoft Consulting Services and Customer Success and Support. Let's find out how well you can recall what you learned in this course by taking this self-assessment.
What is
Got the first question right. Got the second question right.
Bookmark and reference the Microsoft Federal CUI Data Classification Baseline and the Controlled Unclassified Information CUI Data Handling Site accessible in FedNet as references when handling or creating CUI content. If you have any questions, contact your Corporate External and Legal Affairs representative, CILA Point of Contact, or Federal Governance, Risk, and Compliance Team. Consider bookmarking these additional resources. Note, some of these resources are only accessible within FedNet. By completing this training, I confirm my understanding of the topics conveyed.
Training
I
complete.
understand that this course is part of Microsoft's effort to provide continuing compliance guidance to its employees. Select Receive Credit to finish and mark this course as complete.
Got that one. Got that one. Hold on. 1 second, por favor. Alright, so I have done privacy training. Where's that? Okay, yeah, I got them done. Got them all completed, so that's good. Yay. Alright. I need to bookmark this page. Good. There. Did I reveal who I work for? Not yet. So you come back over here. So this is the next one.
This module is the first of a 3-part training series that will help equip you with the insights on how to recognize and react to security threats, help you adopt healthy security behaviors, and provide you with information on the tools and resources available to you.
Hi, I'm Brett Arsenault, Microsoft's Chief Information Security Officer. Thank you for joining me today to learn about enterprise security and why it's important to drive a culture of security here at Microsoft. I hope this Security Foundations training series inspires you and provides the tools necessary to make security a priority in your life. Cyber threats are growing exponentially in both size and sophistication. Frequency of attacks has increased by almost 20% year over year. Data from 2021 shows that every 32 seconds, a hacker attacks someone online. And this is further intensified by hybrid work opening potential new avenues for additional security threats. For example, in 2020, the volume of malware attempts increased 12% in the last 3 months alone. And these attacks are more eventful and more impactful. We strive to move faster than the speed of attack and be more vigilant than the attackers. So you can understand why creating a secure environment has never been more critical. Not only for our company and the millions of customers who trust us to provide reliable services, prevent unauthorized access to data, and ensure the privacy of their information, but also for you. This training is designed to make you more secure and Microsoft more secure. But we also want to focus on providing useful information and tools that can help you be more secure in your personal life as well as with your family and friends. For example, use the Authenticator tool not only for work but at home. Or use Defender at home too, and encourage your family and friends to use it as well. When you're more secure, the company is protected, and in turn, it helps better protect our customers. But before we dive in further, I understand that digital security can be complex and confusing. Here at Microsoft, we have a straightforward and simple strategy called Zero Trust. Zero Trust basically means 3 simple things. 1. Maintain strong identities through multi-factor authentication, such as using Hello for Business. 2. Devices have to be provably healthy and managed, so make sure you're always up to date on your devices. You're 71% more likely to get malware if you're not on the managed device. And 3. Data and telemetry has to be pervasive and monitored on all services. What this fundamentally means is you have the right access to the right data across the company and all resources to do your job for the right amount of time. Zero Trust is the foundation that keeps critical services available and protected from threat actors. It is the future of security for every organization on the planet. And here at Microsoft, we each play a role in adopting that Zero Trust approach. With the many applications, services, networks, and devices needed in daily business, you are a critical piece of our security strategy. This training series will help equip you with the skills needed to recognize security threats, adopt healthy security behaviors, and provide information on the tools and resources available to you. Each module will focus on one of the key areas of our Zero Trust strategy. 1, how to protect your identity. 2, the steps you can take to keep your device safe and healthy. And 3, finally, how to properly protect the data you store and share. We're going to start today with protecting your identity. 2021 data shows that 61% of breaches involve stolen credential data. One of the most frequently used tactics hackers love to use is phishing, and they love it because it works. Phishing poses a significant threat to both businesses and individuals, and credential phishing was leveraged in many of the most damaging attacks last year. Phishing is designed to trick an individual into sharing sensitive information, such as username and password, with an attacker or adversary. As you've probably heard me say before, and I'll say it again, hackers don't break in, they log in. We begin this series by examining common phishing topics and exposures, and more importantly, the tools we have in place that you can leverage to secure your identity.
Before we get started with ways to protect your identity, let's do a quick pop quiz to see how well you do at keeping your devices and assets safe. And don't worry, we sprung this on you. So if you don't know all the right answers, you can learn more later at MS Protect.
Now they're quizzing me. Yay, I got the first question right. Got that one right too. Who's watching me not play at the moment while I answer questions on my work from home training? Working from home training, so much fun.
Congratulations! You completed your security
3
pop
for
quiz.
3.
How'd you do? By the way, additional resources to help fortify your knowledge around how to protect your devices and assets, they're available at MS Protect. As companies increase their investment to fortify their cyber defense infrastructure, hackers are intensifying their focus on exploiting human vulnerabilities, which is what we refer to as social engineering. Attackers use manipulation to trick users into making security mistakes or giving away sensitive information. With bad intention in mind, they prey on people like you and me, to click, download, install, open, and even share data. Attackers don't break in, they log in. This module focuses on the behaviors and actions that compromise our identities. We'll also review the tools and best practices that you'll need to secure your identity.
Silly commercials in the middle of my training. Where can I go?
Is that good?
Soup, what can't you do?
Weird.
Soup? I mean, yes?
No, sometimes, but no, it's this text I just got from this gal who says we met on a dating site.
Ooh, can I see? I love,
It's just weird because I don't remember her name or having a conversation, and she just sent me a link to connect with her on her socials.
oh, you know what might be happening here? Something interesting and not in a good way. Here's what I should probably do. Take off my friendship hat and put on my security helmet. And also we should probably call Maud.
You rang? Wait, how'd you...
Maud, thank you for getting here so quickly. Emma and I are at a bit of a crossroads and we kind of need your advice. Dating advice, actually. By which I mean, do you know anyone? Because I got this new blazer and I feel like I am finally ready to meet somebody.
You got a suspicious text?
Yeah. Here's the thing, hackers are going way beyond email to fish people. They'll send you texts, try you on Teams, friend request you on social media, they might even call you. What should I do?
But maybe more importantly, what should I do about the dating thing? The blazer, should I lead with it or should I let it kind of simmer?
It's really important to keep an eye out for anything that looks a little off. If you do have suspicions, don't respond or click on any links. If you use your device for corporate access, reach out to us at Report It Now. We'll assess the threat and we'll walk you through what to do.
Thanks. I'll remember that. And in the meantime, I'm not touching this text or this phone number.
Good. I work here then.
Not most of it, because I'm still dealing with my dating quandary.
Okay, I am done here.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna leave with soup.
Don't leave with soup.
Too late. Okay, let's dive deeper into 3 critical areas to learn best practices to keep your identity safe. According to Verizon's 2021 Data Breach Investigations Report, 43% of breaches involve phishing and or pretexting, making this one of the most successful strategies a hacker can use. They leverage techniques that create believable and trusted situations that establishes credibility and creates a sense of urgency. Phishing and pretexting attacks rely on a range of tools and techniques that persuade people to take action, such as revealing credentials and sensitive information, installing malware by following malicious links, or opening macro-laden documents. This is why phishing remains one of the most common attack vectors for companies, and it goes beyond just mail. It's critical we remain vigilant in how we manage and interact with our emails, texts, voicemails, and direct messages. Let's take a minute to review some common scenarios and see how well you know how to safely navigate them.
Alright, quiz time. get that one wrong.
Congratulations! You did it! You've completed your phishing check-in. How did it go? Did you know 75% of organizations around the world experience some kind of phishing attack in 2021? Phishing continues to be the favorite method because it works. Even though Microsoft's cyber defense is one of the most sophisticated in the world, we still rely on our employees to serve as the first line of defense to stop attackers from gaining access to corporate systems and resources. Here are some tips to help keep you sharp when it comes to phishing. Slow down and remain alert. Make sure unsolicited emails, calls, messages, and texts are handled with caution. And don't forget to use email security features. They are there to help you. To learn more about phishing, please visit MS Protect.
Hey man, how dare you identify me as a man? That's against the law these days. Oh, what is this dumbass looking for? Bye-bye. I didn't realize Shadow was there. Just probably paid more attention. I do. Well, he's not getting back to me, so.
The web offers an abundance of resources, entertainment, information, and risks. From malicious websites attempting to steal your personal information to untrusted applications laced with ransomware, it's important to understand the risks involved with living our lives in the digital age. All right, how would you safely navigate the following real-life scenarios? Select Begin Check-in to start.
Alright, more quiz time.
Congratulations!
Yay!
You did it.
Got
You
it.
completed your
Discipline.
online safety check-in. How'd it go?
I crushed it.
Anyone
Oh, wow.
utilizing the internet should exercise basic precautions to protect their identity. Some steps that you can use to help keep you safe include only using reputable and trusted sites. Also, if you're making a purchase online, verify the payment system is secure. And lastly, whenever available, always opt for advanced account security features, which include biometrics and multi-factor authentication. For additional ways to stay safe online, please visit MS Protect. In this next section, you're going to learn the risks of oversharing and also the best practices to use to better protect your identity and also our company's sensitive information. We all know that in the online world, oversharing is an easy thing to do. With all the information available across social media platforms, it's not all that difficult for a threat actor to gather data, impersonate, and use targeted campaigns to gain a victim's trust and steal their sensitive information. Once that's accomplished, establishing entry points for present and future attacks becomes a lot easier. I got a few questions for you. What would you do to remain safe if you found
Another
yourself
quiz.
in the following situation? Select Begin Check-in to get started.
Another quiz, but give me a second. Let me do that first. Alright. Another quiz. Hold on. Question 1 I got right.
Congrats! You did it!
Crushed
You
it!
completed your oversharing check-in. How did you do?
Crushed it. That's how I did.
Here's the thing. The data you freely share making up your online identity, that can undermine your overall safety if someone utilizes it with malicious intent. So keep these tips in mind when navigating the online social world so you can keep yourself safe. Be mindful of your total digital footprint and limit the information you share on social media. Don't reveal any information outside of your working group or in a public setting that could damage the company. And lastly, make sure you understand how the information you provide could be used against you. To learn more about oversharing, please visit MS Protect.
Interesting.
As we've been telling you throughout this training, the vast majority of successful attacks actually prey on people, exploiting human nature. This is why it's so critical for all of us to be vigilant, active participants in Microsoft's security culture and zero trust strategy. We really do rely on you to ensure we protect ourselves, each other, and those who depend on us to keep them safe. Remember these basic security principles and don't hesitate to report any potential incidents. We're here to help you. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn how to protect your identity. If you want to find out more, you can visit these resources for additional tools and information available to you.
I'm running out of antidote. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I fill out some info. Ooh, I almost said who I work for.
You ready? Coil and set. What am I doing? Take one more. Too slow? Yeah, I sound like best take ever. That intonation tends to travel for ambition experience threats. It's so close. But before we dive further, I understand that business. Can I do that? But before we dive further. Yeah, I'm gonna breathe. Ken, did you see how Kurt made me feel like I was important, really has no intention of ever repeating anything I just said? Hi, I'm Brett Arsenault, Microsoft's Chief Information Security Officer. Nailed it. Oh, smooth.
Are we going from the top or going from where Mod shows up? But does Mod say hi before that?
Somebody on the bottom left. Yeah.
You never called action.
Yeah, I said so. Oh.
So do you whisper action?
Here we go.
I had a loose carrot start to go down my throat in the second slurp comically or
If you do have suspicion.
What's going on over there? Is it fun times in the kitchen?
What should I do? About the dating?
Is his hand getting in the way when he's talking?
Oh. Okay. Don't lead with soup.
Sarah?
It's really important it's really important. Okay, I'm done here.
Thanks, I'll remember that number. In the meantime, I'm not touching this text.
Someone's making a Slurpee. I'll just do a
So we
series of
wanted-
yikes.
Team 1 to go to the Red Dragon, and that's what we got.
Like, Tanina.
Yeah, Tanino.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Is this good fishing or bad fishing?
It turns out this is good fishing. I love it. Where do fish keep their money?
I don't know, but where do you think their money?
That's a little bit like.
Stop.
He doesn't have anything to steal, so I shouldn't have done that. I should have just thrown some Fumas at him. Kick his ass. Alright, I gotta do. Okay, let me finish this fight, and then we'll complete my course evaluation. That was a little too easy. So, let me go finish my course evaluation. Yay! Sweet. Sweetness. Alright, bathroom break. Couple inches of it and stuff like that, so I can even have the speakers on and it doesn't pick it up.
Okie dokie.
Training, gaming.
What do you want for, I don't know, dinner, I guess, lunch?
Well, after I do my workout, I'm probably gonna do I need to eat that steak that's in there, because if I don't eat it by today, it probably shouldn't be in there much longer, so I was gonna do that, just my steak and eggs.
Because, like me and Mother are gonna go out later so I can pick up something.
You go out later and you pick up something. Ooh, what do you want for tomorrow? Or is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'll just pick up something, whatever.
Okay. So you're gonna pick up your food for tomorrow. You don't want me to make you steak and eggs for tomorrow.
No, you never stick an eggs, my love.
I suppose. I love you.
I
I've done 4 trainings. I have 2 more to go. Looks like. You're the best.
love you. So did you hear Preston got a call from their Lolo? They're leaving at 11:30.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just had to yell at him because if I didn't ask him, he wouldn't have told me. And I was like, when are you planning on telling me? And he's like, I was gonna tell you. I was like, when?
11:31 after I left the house.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
Anyway, I'm gonna take a shower soon. I'm
Okay.
just waiting for.
Well, I'm gonna take one after workout, but
What time is workout?
it starts at 11:45. Done by 12:45.
No,
Okay.
because
Good.
mother gets up at 12 and then we're gonna leave after that.
Okay, you guys go. And you're gonna get your crack. Alright, love you. No, my wife's not actually buying crack. I'm streaming. I should probably.
Oh, what the heck?
I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Love you. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Time for training number 5. Training number 5.
This module is the second of a 3-part training series that will equip you with insights on how to recognize and react to security threats, help you adopt healthy security behaviors, and provide you with information on the tools and resources available to you. This e-learning authoring tool currently does not support variable audio playback speed. We plan to add this feature in future courses.
What?
Can
What?
I go with Long to for lunch?
What did Mom say?
Mom said yeah, I can.
And I guess you can. Where you guys going?
He didn't tell me.
Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Brett Arsenault, Chief Information Security Officer here at Microsoft. Last time we met, we learned what steps to take to protect your identity. In the next 2 training modules, we'll learn more about keeping your devices healthy and managed, and best practices to protect your data. Today, we're going to dive into protecting your devices. We are operating in the most complex cybersecurity landscape we've ever seen. The World Economic Forum estimates cyber attacks jumped 238% globally between February and April of 2020, when the pandemic began. In our new hybrid reality, we will continue to move fluidly between work, home, and everywhere in between, and across multiple devices, which adds complexity and scale to our attack surface. Using a zero trust approach is critical to mitigate attacks like these. As a refresher, you can think about zero trust approach as 3 simple things. 1, identity management through multi-factor authentication. 2, healthy and managed devices. And 3, data and telemetry to monitor all services. Sophisticated hackers are frequently targeting Microsoft, but don't worry. We're going to help you avoid having a compromised device turn into a costly breach. In this training, we'll spend some time to understand the potential risks of working in a new hybrid and remote environment, and we'll learn best practices to keep your devices secure under the zero trust approach. Let's get started. But if we're going to protect devices, let's make sure we protect you as well. Let's go.
Okay, before we get started, you know,
another quiz.
it's pop quiz time.
Quiz
Do
time.
you remember how to keep your identity safe? Let's dive in and check.
These are the same questions I asked me in the last one. It's like a freaking review.
Hey, congratulations! You've done it. You completed your security pop quiz. How'd you do? Don't worry. If you've forgotten a few things along the way, you can always take a quick trip to MS Protect to brush up on your skills. Increasingly, our personal and professional worlds are blending through the technological devices we use. This is even more prevalent today with our new culture of hybrid work, and because Microsoft employees and our external staff are targets of sophisticated hackers, it's important we embrace a zero-trust strategy. We don't assume any identity or device on our corporate network is secure and safe. We verify it. I know you two have been through a lot and done some amazing things together, but the second your son downloaded that video game with malware on it onto your work machine, well, this is the only way.
I haven't heard anything you've said. These headphone things are really hardcore.
Beautifully captured. Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Fadi. I know what you're thinking. I'm not supposed to be near the power tools because of the thing with the thing.
It's Sarah, right?
Yep. Hi.
Hey, it's important that we keep our work and personal devices separate. Hackers are getting more and more sophisticated, so much so that we've seen them add malware to things like video games.
Exactly. Problem, meet, bandsaw.
No, Luke. No bandsaws, ever. And let's try to keep the destruction of work property to a minimum. We need to just make sure we keep our work and personal devices up to date and separate. Also, if you have security concerns or issues, report it to us through Report It Now. We're here to help.
And I don't have to wear reflective vests to do any of that.
Well, I mean, you don't like have to.
No, not really.
Thanks, Spotty. I'm glad you showed up when you did.
All part of the job. Well, technically not part of the job, but whatever. Happy to help.
And I am happy to present you with this handsome mallard that I whittled while Fadi was talking.
My grandpa made that.
Well played. I'll just show myself out. Fadi, I think our work is done here. Let's roll.
Nice meeting you, Sarah.
See you guys later.
In this training, we're going to learn best practices to keep your devices secure under the Zero Trust approach. And we'll also spend some time to better understand the potential risks of working in a new hybrid and remote environment. Let's get started. Let's get started by taking a closer look at 3 areas where you can protect your devices and assets. Trends are showing cybercriminals are adapting their attack strategies to focus on the human layer of a company's cyber defense. And because you create, keep, and share lots of data on lots of devices, your devices become an ideal point of entry if they're not kept secure. Now, while Microsoft security teams manage your work devices to ensure safety when accessing corporate applications and resources, you are vital to this partnership by keeping your work devices in optimal health. Take a moment to review some scenarios to see how well you can spot
quiz
behaviors
time
that
again.
could put your devices at risk.
Quiz time again. Alright, that's cute. Blah, 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 blah. Let's hurry up now. Come on. Alright. Hold on. Quiz time. Crushed it, 2 for 2.
You've completed your work devices check-in. How well did you do? Select Next to continue. Allowing access to corporate data from only trusted and healthy devices, that helps reduce the risk of unauthorized access. Now, we've worked through a few scenarios here to help you keep your work devices safe. And some of the key things to remember are to only download software from trusted and verifiable sources. You should also run software updates as soon as you are prompted to address any software security vulnerabilities. And lastly, do your best to use your work device for work purposes. For more information, please visit MS Protect. It's critical, especially in a flexible hybrid work environment, that we continue to provide employees secure and productive ways to work, no matter what device they're using or where they're working. However, you know by now that any devices that access corporate resources must be managed by Microsoft and must be healthy. That means your personal devices as well. So take a moment to review some scenarios to see how well you can spot behaviors and put your
I
personal
think after you
devices at
crush
risk.
the first few, shouldn't you just get like... They should know, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about, so... Yes. How did you
Congratulations.
do? I
You
crushed it.
completed
That's what
your
I do.
Personal devices check-in. How well did you do? Select Next to continue. The modern work environment relies on convenience and agility, which for many of us means the ability to use both work and personal devices interchangeably. But this also brings some added risk. which is why it's critical your devices are managed and healthy when accessing corporate applications and resources. Keeping encryption services turned on, performing software updates when prompted, and reporting lost or stolen managed personal devices will go a long way in ensuring their security. And for additional resources on how to safeguard your unmanaged personal devices, visit MS Protect. At Microsoft, we've embraced flexibility as a principle to give our more than 160,000 employees around the world greater choice on when, where, and how they work. While the hybrid work environment gives greater flexibility to employees, it also comes with added cybersecurity risks.
Everyone can jump in the shower now.
I can't see you. All I see is me.
Okay, hold on.
Can you see me? But I hear you. So. I was gonna say, but I can hear you and I heard what you said, so that's fine. And I love you.
Oh, okay, love you, bye-bye.
There he goes! Love you, bye-bye.
Love you, bye-bye.
Fudge my life. Yeah, I guess we'll give you a growth egg and some miracle shoe. Yeah, you got some catching up to do, buddy. Can I give a double growth egg? Or one berry? Nah, that's fine.
So take a look at a couple of
quiz time
scenarios to see
again.
if you can spot the potential security vulnerabilities.
Quiz time. Hold. Please. Please hold. Ooh, I was reading out loud again. I almost gave away where my company is located, which would be a key indicator.
Congratulations!
Rushed it
You have
again!
completed your securing your hybrid work environment check-in. Nice job. How well did you do? Select Next to continue. Our culture has shifted to support hybrid work, which will call upon all of us to be active participants in guaranteeing where and how we work is secure. This can mean something as simple as being mindful of where you print your documents, or as complex as how you separate your IoT from your work devices on your Wi-Fi network. Regardless of where you are and how you work, security must remain at the forefront of how you operate. Be mindful of your surroundings while you work, never give access to your work devices to anyone else, and do your part to create boundaries between personal and work activities where you can. For more information on workplace safety, visit MS Protect. I hope by this point you recognize that you, yes, I'm talking to you, are an essential player in keeping our company and customers secure. Learning these basic security principles, that's going to go a long way in helping to protect you and the company overall. And remember, it's a journey, it's not a destination. Our work circumstances evolve, and so do the threats along with them. So we have to always be prepared to adapt. For digital security best practices, information, and resources, head on over to MS Protect. To report any security concerns, say it with me, go to Report It Now.
Okay. Please hold. To do my credentials.
Take one, marker. Ready?
I am working.
Hey, are you guys okay if I just say the protect your identity without the zero blah blah blah? What happened? Did we just do that again? No, we didn't. In this training, I good and then we do this on the last one. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go do it. Let's do it. Let's. Can you scroll step? Okay. Do it. Let's go. Do it.
I'm kind of standing in a different place. Would you rather be here? I know you've been through a lot. Is it together? No, I done some amazing stuff together. Sorry, Chris. I realized I was looking at the right. Sorry, buddy. You're probably hearing this somewhere. The second you're... Sorry.
Got it. So the thing is, when I got 230 right here,
Oh, normal. Okay.
your body on the door. There you go.
If you have issues around ransomware, nice. Sarah, right?
Yeah, hi.
Let's do that again. That was pretty great.
It's important that we remember that
Give me him. There you go. And it can be straight up and down. You don't even have to do like
so it's important that we remember that. Let me take that again.
Dare you attack me?
Yeah, I was thinking of a different duck that I whittled.
My friend made that.
Well, I called him. He said I can have it. Body, our work here is done. Upstairs, downstairs. Okay.
Nice meeting you, sir.
Pretty good, right? That's really good idea. That's awesome. Thank you.
Woo! Like that nice wink. So nice, isn't it? Where am I? Who do I want to give it to? Who do I want to give it to? I can probably give it to Tara.
This module is the third and final of a three-part training series that arms you with insights into how to recognize security threats, helps you adopt healthy security behaviors, and gives you information on the tools and resources available. This e-learning authoring tool currently does not support variable audio playback speed. We plan to add this feature in future courses.
Hey there, I'm Brett Arsenault, Chief Information Security Officer here at Microsoft. I'm back again. Last time we met, we learned what steps to take to protect your devices. Today, in our final Security Foundations training, we'll take a look at how to properly protect your personal data, the company's data, and our customers' data. Think about the sheer amount of sensitive data we handle here at Microsoft every day. Just for context, the volume of data created and consumed worldwide is projected to reach 181 zettabytes by 2025. A mere 8 years ago, we didn't even have 10 zettabytes. Let's imagine the magnitude of that growth. Just to give you an idea, if 1 byte equals 1 grain of rice, then 1 zettabyte would fill the entire Pacific Ocean. And again, we're talking about 181 zettabytes. That's a lot of data. We are one of the world's largest cloud providers, which means we are stewards and protectors of the world's data. This makes us a prime target for attacks. To add further complication, we're living in unprecedented times which threat actors love to exploit. Ransomware attacks, for example, are becoming more popular, and they are evolving and increasing in sophistication, frequency, and impact. These attacks can cost companies billions of dollars. The global cost associated with ransomware recovery is projected to exceed $20 billion in 2021. And in some instances, take over critical environments such as hospital computers or blood storage refrigerators, taking the severity of these consequences beyond being simply monetary. Protecting data and exhibiting proficient data and access management practices is essential. Luckily, there are tools and procedures you will learn about today to help you keep Microsoft and our customers more secure. These lessons can also be used and applied in your personal life to help better protect your own data. Again, the more secure you are, the better protected the company and our customers are. Now on to the training. Thank you.
Before we get started, it's your favorite time again. No, not lunch. Pop quiz time. Do you remember how to keep your devices and assets safe? Let's dive in and see how much you remember. Congratulations! You have completed your third, and let me stress, final Security Pop quiz. How well did you do? And don't worry, you know what I'm about to tell you. MS Protect has all the information you may need to brush up on any of these facts after this training.
Never went into this tower.
According to the 2021 ITRC Annual Data Breach Report, the overall number of data breaches went up more than 68% between 2020 and 2021. That's a lot. In fact, it set a new record of data compromises, jumping 23% over the previous all-time high set back in 2017. And not only are data breaches increasing in number, also getting more costly. Did you know the average total cost of a data breach increased by nearly 10% between 2020 and 2021? That's the largest single-year cost increase in the last 7 years. Customers around the world trust Microsoft to protect their data. It's a responsibility that we all have to take seriously and be accountable for. And as you've seen in the previous 2 trainings, every employee plays a critical role in making sure our identities and the devices we use are managed and healthy. In this module, we'll focus on the ways we handle data within our work environment that can potentially put the company and our customers' data at risk. People were like, a second mortgage? I'm like, yeah, they eat a lot. Everyone told me, falconry will change you, and they were not wrong. Anyway, enough about me, Maddie. What's new in your world?
Oh, I'm just finishing up a project with a vendor, but I'm trying to figure out some access stuff.
Fascinating.
Here, yeah, what do you think?
I think, first of all, you've got to come up with a clear follow-up plan with falconry. But second, I think we should probably call Rachel. She is a security expert. You might. Rachel? Pretty fast, huh?
Yeah. Hi, Rachel.
Hey guys.
This is my friend Maddie. It's just Matt. And he had some questions about vendor access that I was thinking you might be able to walk him through.
No problem, happy to. Matt, we all work with vendors all the time. We provide them access to files, folders, tools. It's super important that we give them the least privileged access necessary to get the job done.
For instance, I have what they call zero access.
When you finish a project, it's just as important to remove full vendor access to everything.
And that's it?
That is it.
Oh, well, that's easy. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome. Hey, Rachel, have you ever tried falconry? Let's examine 2 areas of data protection.
Memento.
Our data handling and management practices play a large role in how we ensure our company and our customers' data is safe. So let's take a moment to review some scenarios to see how well you can spot behaviors that put sensitive data at risk. So let's take a moment to review some scenarios to see how well you can spot behaviors that put sensitive data at risk.
Ooh, it's a bit gassy.
Congratulations!
4 for 4,
You have
bitches!
completed your data management check-in. How well did you do?
I
Select
crushed it.
text to
That's what
continue.
I
Protecting data is a multi-layered process, and appropriate data management is a critical part of this process. Improper handling of data weakens our overall security and creates security and privacy risks. Keep Microsoft security strong and maintain Microsoft privacy commitments by adhering to strong data management practices. Some of these practices include treating work documents you create as Microsoft property, never storing secrets in places they don't belong, use AVD to share information securely from any device, and never hesitate to report a suspected data leak. For more information on proper data management practices, please visit MS Protect. Identity and access management enables the right individuals to access the right resources at the right times for the right reasons. Employees are granted authorization based on business needs and in alignment with the identity and access management policy and process. This helps enhance data security by preventing the dissemination of compromised login credentials and unauthorized access to Microsoft's network, as well as protecting against cyber attacks. Review the following scenarios and see if you can spot the potential security risks. Congratulations! You have completed your identity and access management check-in. How well did you do? Select Next to continue. Identity and access management enhances data security by controlling user access, which allows organizations to eliminate instances of identity theft, data breaches, and illegal access to sensitive corporate information. We can make a significant impact on the security of our company's data by granting access to resources and systems mandatory business needs only. Manage user accounts regularly and disable accounts when no longer needed or in use. And remember that security and privacy policies apply to our external staff as well. For additional information on identity and access management, please visit MS Protect to learn more. The data Microsoft creates, collects, stores, and exchanges is a valuable asset. Customers rely upon us to protect it from unauthorized access by internal or external people and exploitation. Adhering to data management security practice, industry regulations, and privacy rules help protect not only this asset, but Microsoft from financial loss, reputation damage, loss of consumer confidence, and brand erosion. Always keep these tips in mind when handling data at Microsoft. We've only touched on a few of the ways that you can help keep our companies and our customers' data secure. If you want to learn even more about what you can do to increase data security, head on over to MS Protect. If you'd like to find more resources or information about data privacy, you can find that over at the Privacy Portal. And last, but definitely not least, if you think you've experienced some sort of security incident, visit Report It Now. It's simple, easy, and helps protect you and the company.
Thank you for taking the time to learn more about security and how to adopt healthy security habits to better protect you, the company, and our customers. We have learned with the events of the past, like the Colonial Pipeline attack, SolarWinds, and the T-Mobile breaches, attacks are real, and they can come from anywhere. The only way to protect against them is to make sure everyone is committed to security. While the security team is here to help keep you safe, there's no single solution for security. We rely on you to take an active role in embracing a security mindset and making security a critical element of our culture at Microsoft. I'm confident that if we work together, we will succeed in keeping you, the company, and our customers safe. And remember, zero trust or bust. No exceptions. How about we have a little fun to see if anyone notices I have it on backwards. Hey there! I'm Brett Arsenault, Chief Information Security Officer here at Microsoft. Well, I was going to say, that's a lot of rice, water, data. Instead of data, it's a lot of data. Well, I'm going to do that one more time. I have to go through this. Now, on to the training. Thanks. Thanks is weird.
They were not wrong. And they were not wrong. They were not wrong. They were not wrong. They were not wrong. It's right there. Sorry. He's a purebred from Portugal. I'm going with Mr. Feathers Esquire, even though he's not a lawyer yet. They say the maximum number of falcons you should have is 7, but I feel like anything worth doing is worth doing too much of, so that's why I have 30. They are now running the house.
Okay, perfect. Hey guys, we're gonna take this from the.
It's super important when we provide access. Yeah. It's so hard not to like look at you. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Sure, no problem. Happy to do that.
Can I interest you? That's not going to make sense with the line, sorry. Can I keep making it so that your line is going to make no sense? I'm sorry. Right, like for instance, I have a medical condition. Yeah,
Okay.
Hey guys.
Have you ever tried putting the glove on the correct hand? This is my friend Matt.
Matt. T. Matt. And the Funky Munch.
I mean, legally. Sorry. It's amazing it took it that long.
I wish I could have caught that.
to happen. Okay.
Man, I gotta get going. I'm gonna grab my rollerblades. Helmet? About time.
Apparently Flare won't kill. Alright, I just need to get through this tower and then let's work out. Yay! Finally! Oh, fucking close. Woo! Bye-bye. Yay! Come on, let's go. Ah. Oh no! Let's go! Oh my god. That sucks. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, how close am I getting? You fucker. One time I'm like, oh no, that's not the one that does it. Ugh. Ah, that's so annoying. Alright, we're gonna leave it here for now. 'Cause that was cockamamie.